Hello everyone, Treecks here, and welcome back to Super Treecks Originals World. A little bit earlier than originally planned. Because of certain circumstances I was forced to actually lengthen the Diddy Kong Racing project with 1 week. Has something to do with the project after that. Therefore I now have a couple of open spots. Most of them I can fill up by just throwing in a couple of extra Pokemon Stadium episodes. However, I also have one new open spot for this. So we can continue with this a little bit earlier than expected. World 11 is up next. I just came out of a little bit of a playing session of my own. Did not go too well, in all honesty, today, so... Because of me thinking, I'm a little bit out of shape today. Perfect time to start playing this again. It's been way too easy for me so far. And of course, still hoping for a couple of super expert courses. I know there's still plenty of those left, and they should come up eventually. But anyway, we're in the desert world now, which is interesting because there were 3 desert levels in the previous world, so should have turned that around. But okay, that said, it doesn't really matter how the overworld looks. It matters how the levels look. First up today is Upside Down Boss Rush. Okay. Interesting. Remember how in the final update of this game we actually got the Koopalings added? Of course, everybody immediately started working on creating boss rushes with these guys. And you know me, I always like to be a little bit different. So I decided to also create a boss rush, but make it upside down. As you may know, the underground night theme always turns levels upside down, screwing up your controls majorly. And I actually expect you to beat these guys. As you may know, the Koopalings, as I'm proving right now, the Koopalings are definitely the hardest of the minor boss fights in this game, so beating them normally, in all honesty, is not really easy, especially when stuff is upside down. And the further we get, the more annoying the rooms also become. There's also a thing that I added in this. As you can see, the boss arenas are pretty standard right now, nothing too special about them. But the further we get, the more interesting these rooms also become. Okay, Wendy doesn't move a whole lot, so she's still easy. It's the whole reason why she's so early. Here we have Bowser Jr. Of course, he was not added in the final update. He was already a thing. But still a minor boss in this game, so still worth putting in here, of course. Okay, there we go. That was 4, therefore saying halfway through. And the finish is here, but yeah, of course, you can't reach it from here. Another one of my attempts at being funny. Okay, Iggy's up next. This time the entire arena floor is moving. Since Iggy has a tendency to jump a lot. Okay, did not do it right now, but still. That can be tricky. Okay, Roy. Roy can be especially difficult because he does have that trait that makes him burrow on the ground. And after that he can actually come out in multiple ways. Back from the ground or also from the ceiling. But the ceiling is now the ground, if you know what I mean. So this can get pretty confusing, in all honesty. Okay, next up. Okay, Lemmy, he came from the ceiling. Don't go try going up there yourself. Of course, I made sure you can't go up there. Okay, there we go. Final one is Ludwig, of course. And him I made especially difficult because, as you can see, there's a second Ludwig on the ceiling. Or is it even the ceiling? But anyway, he's here to annoy us. Okay, let's make sure I don't get hit. Final Koopaling taken care of. Now let's go take care of the Bows himself. Da Bows. Oh. Yeah, make sure you don't get hit too much. I only give you 2 fire flowers here. And they're both gone. Okay, let's try this again. I never claimed that this was easy. Okay, make sure not to get hit as much. You also need to get lucky a little bit, because if he starts shooting fire low, you usually have a problem. Here, now I only needed 1 fire flower. Reminds me of the Mario 2's biggest ordeal level, where something similar happened. Okay, Toad was having a party down there. Okay, that was one. I did die again, it's been a while. But does not matter. With all, it's about the challenge after all. Okay, course number 2 of the day is going to be... Oh, something new. Free fall. In fact, I was talking about challenge a couple of seconds back. This is definitely one. Oh, let's go show this off quickly. A little bit of a static. Okay, let's go talk about what deals here. The level name kind of gives it away already. Free fall. This level actually makes use of a couple of mechanics while falling. Challenges while falling. And yeah, as you may expect by me, very, very challenging ones. A regular challenge would just be boring. Of course it needs to be super challenging. Okay, after we go through this door, make sure we hold right, because I remember this first one. It looks very intimidating, but the first part is actually really easy as long as you know what you need to do. Okay, the next part where the true business begins. We can't just fall down normally, that would simply kill us. Okay, spin here. Keep that spin. All going left. Ooh. Okay, I'm surprised that worked first try. Okay, this next room is going to be interesting. Enemies will fall with us. And we need to make sure we ground pound in the right places in order to outmaneuver them. And also make sure you are correctly lined out with the box. Okay, I've got this. Okay, ground pound. Break. Stay in the middle. Okay, next part. Spin. And pipe, because these guys are going to push each other, so... And there we go. Pretty short little challenge, but trust me, this is insanely difficult. I just know what I need to do, and therefore it makes it easy for me. Since it's my level after all. But okay, short but sweet. Definitely a category we can put that under. Okay, that said, as you can see, pathway continues over here. However, there is a loose level. Whenever there are loose levels, it usually means we have to deal with super expert business. Let's go see if that is once again going to be the case. Ooh, I was waiting for this one. Conveyor belt kart, one of my personal favorites I ever made. Okay, explanation time. This one definitely deserves that. As you may know, Super Mario 3D World comes with a unique trait. Something that's not even in the original game, only here in Mario Maker 2. Namely, the Koopa Troopa car. People always use these in order to create kart levels here in Super Mario Maker 2. I, of course, couldn't stay behind. However, I, of course, wanted to make a very, very difficult one. I'm going to make use of conveyor belts, which will actually speed up your car. However, and that's where the challenge comes in, the conveyor belts do not speed up your jumping. Jumping still works regularly. And that can trip you up majorly here. And that's where the challenge is. Allow me to okay, there we go already. Okay, let's try that again. Once again, allow me to show you off why this is so challenging. Getting the timing down on these jumps is really, really awkward. You jump normally with this car. However, the moment you land, you actually speed up immediately. And this can very easily trip up all of your balance. Just remember to jump at the arrows. And even if you take that into account, it is still not easy. Because as you may have noticed already, some of these jumps are very, very precise. Being a moment too early or too late and you simply fall off the course. However, like I said, definitely... Well, these enemies aren't supposed to fall down there already. Okay, never mind. That's what you get for screwing up too early. But okay, trying to finish that story. Like I said, this is one of my personal favorites. Because of the way this works, and especially the awkward jumping that this course brings, it is, in all honesty, still a lot of fun to do. As hard as it may be, it is a ton of fun to do this. Can definitely recommend, at least trying this one. There haven't been a whole lot of people who actually beat this course. The whole reason why it's a super expert course. Extra proving how difficult this one is. Even I'm dying like 100 times here. Come on, I can do this before I die 20 times. I can remember when I needed to clear check this course, I did it in one try. Not so much working today. Perhaps still that bad shape that I was suffering under while playing Endless a couple of minutes ago. Like I said at the beginning of this episode, it didn't go too well today. I had like 15 times on one course in normal of all things. I usually play normal in order to do some speed running. Normal difficulty is the perfect difficulty to start speedrunning, I feel. However, today it wasn't really my day. It seems it's translating into this course as well. I thought I was going to miss that. Okay. I'm going to double my death count in this one course. I know this is supposed to be difficult, but still I have the feeling I should be able to do this. Especially that high jump on this section while going to the left. This one. Ooh, got it! Oh, but I missed the jump after that. Come on, I don't want to only have 3 levels in this video. So far I've been able to cover an entire world. Every single video so far. But if this one is going to take me 15 minutes to clear, then this might be the final level we're going to see today. Okay, second floor again. Ah, dang it! That jump, that is the jump that makes this level. That one is really precise. And even if you get it, having enough control to even do the jump after that correctly, trust me, that is pretty difficult. What's also difficult is jumping in time. Most of the times I screw up because of jumping too early a little bit. But of course you can also jump a little bit too late. Okay. No! No! Okay, got it! That was the hardest part. Okay, third level. Don't think you're home free here. These guys are here to distract you, but there's still jumps to make here. One final jump for the flag. Hell yeah! Not too sure how many times I died here. Probably around 20. I'll check that out in editing. As you may know, I always have a death counter running with these things. Because of the regular life system that's in the Super World, it's not really that trustworthy. So I've decided to keep track of that on my own. It's probably in the 40s now. But anyway, I hope you can see why this is one of my personal favorites to do. Definitely always enjoy playing this stage. And this is apparently where I placed it in this Super World. That said, this world is not done yet. There's 2 more courses to do. And the next one is the complete opposite of what we just did. Something very easy. The final of my multiplayer levels. That's the whole reason why it's showing up last. Day at the Races is in fact also the first multiplayer level I ever made. And it's based on the following concept. Here in the beginning, as you can see, it starts off regularly. Like most of the people creating multiplayer levels. 4 different paths where a maximum of 4 different players can actually choose which path to go with. Then the race begins. However, my race is a little bit differently. As you can see here, the yellow pipe route is also visible. And that route actually does not have these blocks. So you might think, hey, that's unfair. Yellow's ahead now. However, as you may notice by the obstacles that I'm going to meet and the obstacles you see on the other pathway, eventually all players are going to do the same amount of obstacles, just in a different order. And that's where the interesting part for this concept comes into play. At first I was actually trying to go for a screen where you were able to see all 4 of the pathways, but that was a little bit too much to ask. So eventually I created this where you can see one other pathway. However, that other player that's on that other pathway, you can't really see how good he's doing because of the obstacles appearing in different orders. Including this P-switch pause. Because of that, you can't really see by the other pathway how good you are doing. Since where the other player is, doesn't really tell how good you are doing. And that's pretty much where this level is based on. Pretty interesting concept. And of all the multiplayer levels I've created, the one with the most likes by far. Is the whole reason why it's showing up so late. But this should have been the last one. Nothing but single player madness from this point on. However, it's time for the castle. After one simple little easy course out of the way, I'm getting homesick for my super expert courses already. Allow me to play conveyor belt kart again. No, of course not. We're moving on to the castle. Hopefully something with a little bit more challenge again. The easy levels are fun, they're still part of the gang. However, personally, I like my challenges a little bit more. And a challenge we are going to get, because this is another super difficult one. Something about not touching Boo. This level is designed in such a way that Boos are going to be very close to you the entire time. Even this very beginning, as you can see, there's only one block between us and the Boos. And these Boos, we need to make sure they won't touch us. And as you may know, a Boo won't move if you look his direction. That is the concept here. And this is how it plays out. With a snake block, of course. What else did you expect? What is the most difficult way to force a player to keep on changing directions because of Boos otherwise coming in? Well, like this. Do it on a moving platform. The snake block itself is not so much a problem to stay on. However, since we're constantly moving, because of needing to change direction, because otherwise we are going to die, it is pretty difficult staying on this block. Trust me, I've practiced this a lot while creating this level, so I know what I'm doing by now. Oh, me and my big mouth. And I was saying I knew what I was doing. But yeah, it does prove my point. As you can see, even if you watch the same way a little bit too long, it is more than enough for these winged Boos to immediately swoop in on you and kill you. Like I said, I make this look easy, but even the slightest hesitation and these Boos are on top of you pretty quickly. And I see there's one without wings. Never really noticed that. Probably a mistake by me. That does not matter. Does make it a little bit more challenging because this guy's actually approaching my snake block. Okay, there we go. And that was room number 1. Of course, there are more rooms. Oh, help. This is more of a button mashing kind of room, as you can see. Okay, we should be safe. There we go. Okay, next room. Same deal, what we just did. However, the snake block is even faster now, making it even more difficult. And in this room, more Boos are non-winged, as you can see. And if they don't have wings, they actually close in on you slower. However, they do start moving faster. As you can see, unlike the winged ones, these ones actually do close in on us, even if we barely go out of their sight. However, this faster moving block is definitely tricky. Okay, there we go. Ooh, you guys are so scary. Okay, another checkpoint. Of course, there's more. Okay, another room where we need to button mash in order to keep alternating left and right, because these guys are on top of us, as you can see. Until the thwomp mashes the P-switch and lets us in the door. Okay, this final room, we need to avoid this circle of Boos until Starman, that is slowly approaching, is here to save the day. Especially this part can be annoying. Very tricky timing here. If you go too soon, you will land on top of that boo, but if you go too late, the other boo will actually kill you. Okay, there we go. Bye, guys. Okay, and here's the end. Finally, another tricky challenge completed. Hey, where's the end of stage? It's supposed to be here, right? What the hell? It's supposed to be right in the middle here. Ooh. Aha! So that's how it works. I couldn't resist the moment I created this level. But there was the true end. Okay, 21 minutes almost. Okay, that's perfect. I was worried because of a couple of tricky levels I wasn't able to do a full world this time around. However, it seems I was still able to. Only barely though. But anyway, because of that, World 11 or World 3 of the second part of Super Treecks Originals World is completed in this video. So we can move on to the final world Toad is going to do for us. His fourth world, world number 12. Let's go see what kind of challenges are going to be here. However, for that you're going to have to wait until 2 weeks. In 2 weeks' time I've got another spot. So once again, it's not going to take too long. But for today, we are done. A couple of super challenging courses were around today. Hopefully, next time we'll be able to do the same. Because the challenging levels, those I definitely like the most. But anyway, thanks for watching. And Treecks out.